We didn't watch Wife Swap because it all worked out nice. We came for the crying, the fights, the moms trying to twerk, and the dads forced into doing pedicures. Miss this mess? Here's why this train wreck went off the rails.
Let's kick off the changing of the rules. Oh, Jesus!
We all know reality shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and The Bachelor are clearly produced, but it seems like Wife Swap was exaggerated a bit more than the rest, and some family members were reportedly portrayed in a way that didn't line up with their own reality. Season 1's Christy Oath told the New York Times in 2005 that she was depicted as a money-hungry mom who chose work over her kids, when that was not the case at all.
You know, there's really no reason to cry, but when somebody deliberately tries to humiliate you.
She said, "There is a very big element of unreality to the way they pigeonholed me." And multiple other cast members also came forward to the outlet about feeling misrepresented. During the same swap, there was mom Nancy Cedarquist, whose family was shown living out of a so-called treehouse. Producers ran with the idea that the Cedarquists had left society behind and that Nancy's husband, Keith, was the only one to ever leave home and go to work. But the show reportedly failed to mention the after-school activities their kids were involved in. Nancy said, "I really thought reality television was more real than it is." Reportedly, some of the Wife Swap kids weren't exactly thrilled to appear on the show. Take influencer Heidi May, for example. After posting on TikTok in 2021 that signing on for season 6 of the show was the quote, worst mistake her family ever made, Heidi shared her experience during filming. When she first began shooting the series, she was 20 years old. And according to the Daily Dot, producers implemented a 700-question psychiatric exam to uncover cast members' deepest insecurities, and then they used those against them.
20-year-old Heidi has never been on a date.
Heidi alleged that her swapped mom leveraged this information by throwing Heidi's traumatic experiences in her face, explaining that she was often plagued by bouts of loneliness from traveling constantly with her family's show. Heidi recalled of her swapped mother.
She looks me dead in the eyes and she says, "You are alone. Nobody cares about you. You have no friends. I don't care about you."
I think friends are people that care about you.
They don't care about you.
Who are you to tell me who cares about me?
Then there was season 4's Alicia Gustafaro, who sued for $100 million, stating that the show ruined her public image by portraying her as spoiled, claiming that she was bullied at school for how she appeared on her episode. Her lawsuit stated, per the New York Post, for their own profit, Wife Swap purposefully, intentionally, and knowingly caused severe emotional and psychological harm to a fragile 15-year-old.
I do feel sorry for people that are not gorgeous people.
There were multiple off-screen scandals that may have played a part in the show's ultimate demise. If you were a loyal fan, then you might remember the devoutly religious Stockdale family from season 4. But after the show, tragedy struck when son Jacob Stockdale was charged with murder after killing his mother Catherine and brother James in 2017. He later turned himself into the police after recovering from a gunshot wound to his head. And on a bit of a lighter note, how could we ever forget the biggest hoax of 2009? Balloon Boy.
Authorities tracked that balloon for 2 hours, fearing that 6-year-old was inside on a misguided joyride.
Parents and fame seekers Richard and Mayumi Heaney claimed that their 6-year-old son Falcon was trapped in a massive homemade helium balloon as it soared across the sky. The balloon flew for over 2 hours and was monitored by police, the National Guard, and the entire world. But little did anyone know that Falcon had actually been hiding in the attic the entire time. The Colorado family pleaded guilty and admitted that they were just trying to land a reality TV deal. They were eventually pardoned by the state. At first, Celebrity Wife Swap sounded like a winner, a spin-off that features your favorite stars. What more could anyone really ask for? Still, after just 4 seasons, ABC pulled the plug for good in 2015. The spin-off featured some major celebrities, including Coolio, Gary Busey, and Corey Feldman. Reality TV stars Kate Gosselin, Sean Lowe, Heidi Montag, and Spencer Pratt also made an appearance.
I am a bit eccentric, a bit avant-garde, but if I was just like everybody else, I wouldn't be on your TV sets.
But despite the famous faces, the ratings slumped, and once they tuned out, fans lost interest in the series completely. Wife Swap was a sensation in the early 2000s, so naturally, a reboot was in the works in the late 2010s so fans could relive the glory days of their favorite cringe-worthy show. CMT Network was originally set to air the reboot, but as Variety noted, the reins were taken by the Paramount Network in 2019. This version was hyped as featuring more modern-day themes, like fun stay-at-home dads and happy same-sex marriages.
Am I allowed to say gay?
Yes.
Although Paramount had high hopes for the freshened-up series, the Wife Swap reboot would eventually be canceled altogether. The network later revealed that it was changing directions in 2020 and was revamping its programming lineup to feature less unscripted content.
I'm laughing to keep from crying, honestly, because I don't know what it is.
According to Variety, the new goal of the network was to produce fewer long-form reality TV series and focus more on TV movies moving forward. The network canceled other unscripted programs as well, including Ink Master and Battle of the Fittest Couples. Sorry, Wife Swappers. Looks like we'll just have to get our hot mess fixed by streaming the series somewhere else. Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite reality shows are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.